right, so thank you so much for joining. Always these classes will be available online whenever you want them. Today's class, I thought, well, looks like my shoulder's glowing. It would be nice to just do a practice that's actually deliberately about letting go, especially emotionally, through using our physical bodies. And as I was thinking about the practice, I started thinking about I come back to this idea of chakras a lot from Hindu Tantrism, and basically, in a super simplified sense, chakra just means like means wheel. And the idea is that there's 7 chakras, these wheels of energy that move up through our bodies. And actually, this is my drawing from a yoga teacher training. So this is your root chakra, and today we're going to focus on our sacral chakra, the one that's like right below your belly button. And of course, it's just another way to conceptualize energy in our bodies. If we believe we are more than muscles and bones and water, what kind of makes us us, and how do we connect us with the things outside of us and beyond our comprehension even. So perhaps we'll even move up the chakras just as like kind of a fun exercise throughout our classes in the next couple of weeks. But yes, so today we're focusing on the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is located in the lower abdomen. It's associated with the color orange, and I love the chakras because it's like the rainbow flag. It's like the ultimate like acceptance chakra. And this chakra is associated with feeling with your emotions, actually. Whereas your root chakra, which is located at the base of your spine, is associated with feeling of grounding and stability. This is more associated, and your identity. The sacral chakra is more associated with emotions and creativity, pleasure centers, sexuality, things of that nature. And it is said that the chakra becomes blocked by fear. And I think that's just, it's relevant, in so many spheres of our lives. It's relevant sort of socially and globally now. Fear of shame, fear of vulnerability, fear of accountability, which might be blocking true processing of the world around us and our own emotions about sort of the tidal wave of change that hopefully continues to flow, but that sort of came up rather suddenly for many people. And by kind of opening and focusing on this area, on the sacral chakra, we not only allow the emotions to flow a little more freely, but they flow along channels of creativity and allow us to kind of focus our energies and hone in on just how we'd like to move in the world. So I think it's actually a really beautiful chakra. It's my fave chakra. All right, so if you'd like to hit play on some tunes, we're gonna, Marcella's doing yoga in the same room as me today. Oh, that's lovely. We're gonna get started. I think it'll be a nice practice today. So if you'd like to find yourself on a mat or in a nice comfortable space, in a seated position of your choice, just something where you feel comfortable. Perhaps that base of your spine, that root chakra, you can really feel it connecting into the earth, and then maybe place a hand over that sacral chakra, right around your belly button region. And as your eyes maybe come to close or your eyelashes flutter slightly shut, maybe we can start sending our attention to that space in our bodies. The space that when open and when free, allows us to really drop into our emotions. It allows us to process. It allows us to be creative, free, and receive pleasure. Begin to take a couple deep breaths. If you'd like the other hand to be at your heart chakra, feel free. Otherwise, just let it rest naturally where it wants. To deepen that breath, imagining that wheel of energy just rotating and generating life within us. Generating energy, generating creativity. And the mantras from today's class are adapted from a meditation offered by Rise Therapy and Wellness, and by the founder Marisa Moore. And I'll just be reading some quotations from her meditation like last Friday. Perhaps your shoulders drop, and in doing so, become a little more alert in your seat. Begin to consider the emotions as sensations in the body. How do you feel your emotions? What sensations arise? What emotions are lying behind the narratives? You feel a sensation. What are we telling ourselves the sensation is from, or due to, or caused by? Can we go a little deeper, look behind that narrative, see what's really there? What emotion lies behind the narrative? We can begin to flutter open our eyelashes. Begin to gently stretch your neck, slowly side to side. Maybe do your own series of shoulder rolls, just to get a little bit more embodied. Grab my little sheet so I don't forget anything. Excellent. We're going to slowly come onto our hands and knees. Move through 2 rounds of cat and cow on your own. So inhale just to get started, waking up that spine. Belly drops, gaze lifts, hands push away from the earth. And on the exhale, you retract, curving the spine, letting the neck completely relax, gazing through the legs. Inhale, shoulders, heart moves through the shoulders, belly drops, gaze lifts. And exhale, send it all back. Spine rounds, stretching the skin on the back, and your gaze is between your legs. And come on back to a neutral spine. We're going to move up through a gentle downward dog just to get to standing. So you can tuck your toes, bring your palms forward, about a palm print from where they were. And just sending those hips up into the air. The knees don't even need to straighten. Once you rise, just take slow and deliberate steps towards your hands until you get into a forward fold. Knees can be generously bent, really relying on the musculature of your body. And noticing as you bend forward, you're bending directly at that sacral chakra. You're compressing it, perhaps feeling a sense of release in that belly area. And with deliberate laziness, bend your knees and curl up through that spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Your chin is the last thing to rise, and that settles your shoulders down your back. Excellent. We're going to start here in a back bend, a standing back bend. And if you use a chair in your practice, feel free to do this simply sitting. You're going to reach your arms out and up, palms meeting above your head. You're going to take a deep breath to lengthen through the spine, and your option, you can even hook your thumbs together to keep the 4 remaining fingers on each hand connected. So inhale to get tall through that spine, then exhale, simply draw the shoulder blades together. And in doing so, perhaps your heart opens up a little more to the sky, perhaps your elbows drop a little more towards your ears. And then on an inhale, come on back to standing. Release the arms down your side. Bring them to prayer in front of your heart, eyes closed, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take 1 cycle of breath here. Your next inhale, repeat. Inhale those arms out and up, palms meeting, perhaps your thumbs hook for some stability. Inhale to get tall. And exhale to send your heart up to the sky, maybe getting a slight back bend in that upper back area. And then exhale to come back to a tall spine. And then from here, with your feet hips width distance apart, you're going to send your hips back into a little Utkatasana chair pose. If you're on a chair, simply move to the edge of the chair. Arms will probably naturally start moving down the front, like you're slicing something right in front of you. Making that prayer position with those palms. You're going to send your hands to your heart, and then twisting at that sacral chakra, the lower abdomen, hooking that left elbow to the right knee. Just being mindful of your knees, not turning too far in, but continually applying pressure to that leg, applying pressure to the arm applying pressure to the leg. A gentle twist to the right. From here, take a deep breath. And on your exhale, gently lifting the heel of the left leg and stepping that left foot back. So you're in a twisted lunge. And don't worry too much about where your foot lands. Just be in a place where it feels gentle, you're not shaking or feeling too much tension. Continue with this twist, all about that lower abdomen. Take a deep breath here. And exhale, stepping that foot back to where it was, unhooking the arm and rising slowly to Tadasana. Whew. You can even let the arms out, give them a little shake. So again, the focus here is on this lower abdomen, on this release, this compression and release of this space of your body. And now that we know where we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to turn around so you can still see me. I don't have to face the wall. Inhale, reaching those arms out and then up, palms meeting over your head. And your feet, if you had a hard time keeping your knees from knocking, you can just bring your feet together. Sending your hips back in space. Bringing your palm hands towards your heart, and then a gentle twist at that lower abdomen, hooking the opposite arm to the outer leg. Option to open your arms if you want to light up the sky. Not for me today. Otherwise, just keeping your hands pressing into each other. You're going to lift the heel of the right foot in preparation of sending it back. Steady your weight on the left and step the right foot into a lunge. It's okay if you wobble. It's okay if your foot comes off your mat. Maintaining that twist, that center, that core that's uniting your upper half with your lower half. Take one final breath here. And on your exhale, you get to send that foot back. Gaze comes down, unhooking the arms and rolling up. Rolling out the shoulders and give your legs a little shake. Wonderful. And then standing in the middle of your mat, we're going to separate our feet just a little bit wider than shoulders. Shoulders width apart. Sending the toes slightly out on a slight diagonal. We're going to bring our hands to prayer. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bending our knees as we move into a squat. So maybe this is as far as you can go. Perhaps you can go a little further. If your heels start lifting, using your fingers to support you. Your heels stay down, using those elbows to press into those legs into arms to create a little bit of energy between connecting points. Maybe you can close your eyes. Keeping the heart wherever your hands are, keeping your heart open. And then on your exhale, sending those hands back to support your booty coming to the ground. From here, right away, with our knees up, feet out, we're going to bring our left leg down underneath the right. So the side of the left leg is down. You're going to take the right leg and step it over the knee of the left. So your right leg is up, supported by the sole of your foot. The left leg is down. You're going to inhale that left arm up to the sky. And exhale, planting the elbow area just beyond the knee, beginning to twist to the right. Maybe your gaze follows the direction in the direction of your right shoulder. Maybe your gaze just stays towards the left hand. On your inhale, maybe we can extend some energy through our spine, lengthen through that spine. And on the exhale, twist a little more. from that lower belly, that sacral chakra, this revolving energy of motion. Wonderful. On your next inhale, lifting that left head up. Exhale, placing it down, keeping your legs just as they are. Inhaling your right arm up. And in a reverse twist, send it down in front of your right knee. And begin to twist, a gentle twist on the other side. So now your torso is twisting towards the left. Maybe your gaze goes over your left shoulder. And your right hand is pressing against the right knee, or the right shin. Just giving a counter twist in that stretch. Your next inhale, lifting your right arm up, sending it down, extending your legs carefully and giving them a little shake. If you have a pillow that you'd like to use, we're going to go into some stretching. Feel free to get it now. I'll give you a couple seconds if you need to grab one. We're going to meet in a seated position with our legs extended out. You'd like to wiggle just your toes, just to send some awareness. And then maybe just your ankles. And then maybe you could do ankles and then toes. If you have a pillow or you'd like to use one, we're going to keep our pillow by our side and bend our left leg in. As long as it's not directly at the knee, it can be higher than the knee or a little lower than the knee. You're going to bring your pillow right to the top of that thigh. Inhale to get a tall spine. Maybe your arms can lift. And exhale, fold over that pillow, reaching for that right foot. And you can even bend that right knee and slide a pillow underneath that if you're feeling a lot of tension in the forward foot. So that would alternatively be something like that. Take a deep breath here. Just as we were forward folding on our feet a few moments ago, you're forward folding now, more in touch with the ground. Supported by more earth than just by what makes contact with our feet. Slowly roll up your spine, take a deep breath at the top. Now we're going to move into our second side of twists. So we want to send the pillow off to one side. We can start by shaking out the legs to keep them a little fresh. And you're going to drop the right leg this time on its side in front of your body, lifting the left foot to be placed on the outside of that right knee. So sole of the left foot is making contact with the ground, and the outside edge of your shin on the right leg is making contact with the ground. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale to send that arm past the knee. Gently twist to the left side. Maybe your gaze follows that trajectory and you gaze over that left shoulder. If you have any discomfort in your neck, simply release the gaze of your eyes and look towards the front. Every inhale, can you get taller, sending energy down through your spine. And exhale to settle into the twist, perhaps increasing the space and the rotation of the twist. Inhale to lift that right arm to the sky. Exhale, sending that right arm down. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, sending that left arm in front of that left leg, using your back fingers to encourage a twist to the right side. Keeping your heart open. Maybe your gaze goes to the right shoulder. Keeping your fingers energized, or at least activated. Always want to send energy to all, even the smallest parts of our bodies, because they're definitely significant. Inhale the left arm up as you release the twist. Exhale, sending that left arm down. Whew. And begin to carefully extend those legs, maybe give them a shake. Maybe we wiggle just our toes and kind of isolate those small areas of our feet. We isolate just the ankles without engaging the toes. We isolate the ankles, then the toes. If you'd like to use a pillow for our forward bend, you may. We're going to pull up our right foot this time to make contact with the side of our left leg. Left leg extends straight out in front, and you can either place the pillow on top of your thigh or underneath that knee, or both if you have multiple pillows, wherever you feel more support. Inhale to reach those arms up nice and long, flexing that foot. Exhale to forward fold, hands resting wherever they may. Really settling in here. If you need to have more support or more pillows, please be kind to your body. That way you can really experience the opening of just letting go in these forward folds. Often in these sort of compression type stretches, your body is right away aware, like, oh my goodness, I'm in this, I'm gonna break in half. This is not good. And then once you kind of back up a little bit, maybe you add another pillow, maybe you go down a little, maybe you just lift your body up a little higher. When you back off from that edge a little bit, suddenly your body's like, okay, I can stay here, I can spend a little bit of time here. And once you get familiar, your body actually releases on its own. It might take a couple practices, it might take a year of practice, it might take a lifetime, but eventually your body becomes familiar with positions that may be new, or maybe scary, or maybe frightening for any reason, and it opens up to them. Take one more inhale here, just to settle. And on your exhale, release your hands wherever they were, and roll up through your spine. Excellent. Set that pillow off to one side or another. Just can't hear the music anymore. And you're going to make your way down onto your mat, on your back, knees pointing up to the sky. We're going to lift our right leg up, cross it over our left, and make contact with our thigh of our left leg to the ankle of our right. Making a little figure four with that right leg. Using your arms, you're going to reach through the space and reach up. If you can, reach a hold of your the hamstring area of your left foot, and then send those feet towards your chest. Getting a hip opener in that right side. Hands are clasped behind your left leg. Your right feet, and actually left, are flexed. Feet aren't sickling in. It's a very solid and gentle hip opener. You are in control of how much pressure you apply. And carefully send that left foot down to the ground, unhooking the right. And right away, lifting the left foot, crossing it over the thigh of the right, and gently placing your ankle on that thigh. Using your hands to reach through that space and to grab hold of your right leg underneath the thigh. Your right leg will lift, your right foot will lift off the ground as you gently pull your feet towards you, your legs towards your body. Making a nice sort of figure four, this time with the left leg. Your arms are controlling just how much sensation you feel in your left hip. Take note of your breath. Where has it gone? Where would you like it to be? One final inhale in this position. And exhale to set the sole of your right foot down, uncross the left. Keeping your knees up, we're going to go right into our happy baby. So you're going to lift up your right leg, reach for the sole of your foot with your right hand, lift up your left leg, reach for the sole of your foot with your left hand, and gently rock side to side. Your knees can be on the outside of your elbows. You can play around with how much you'd like to bend your knees, how much you'd like to straighten them somewhere in between sounds just about right for me. Maybe you want to make one leg higher than the other. Maybe we can even close our eyes here and just have a couple moments in silence, knowing that this position is called Happy Baby. And that even though it's emphasizing our hip openers, it also does add some compression to that sacral chakra area. Our core is still engaged, and perhaps make note of how it feels now and how it will feel in a moment when we release the stretch. Final inhale in our happy babies, our happiest of babies. Release that air, let it go. And then gently release the feet down to the ground, extending one leg, then the other. Take a moment in this just reclined position. Send your mind's eye to that space in your belly. Take a deep breath. If you're listening to music, maybe connect to those sounds. And just ask yourself how you feel. As we settle into our final Shavasana, if you want to open your arms a little more, open your feet and your legs a little more, just to get comfortable, setting a pillow under your lower back or under your neck. Finding a place to settle. And as you find your Shavasana, your reclined pose of rest, I have a reading of several mantras to offer. So I'm going to say a phrase or an intention, and you can say them back to yourself silently. You can say them out loud, or you can simply let the words pass through you as just another sensation. I am present to my own heart and the hearts of others. I am present to how my actions affect other beings. I am present to how my words affect other beings. May our collective suffering be eased. I am present to my own heart and the heart of others. I am present to how my actions affect other beings. I am present to how my words affect other beings. May our collective suffering be eased. As we let those words just join the rest of our collective experience, I would like to read a quote to you regarding our inner goodness. This quote is by Oren Sofer. Listen deeply, honor what you hear, and then whatever you do, do it wholeheartedly. Stay connected to your goodness and let the strength of your love animate what you do. Stay connected to your goodness and let the strength of your love animate what you do. A deep final breath. With your exhale, release the emotions you experienced in this practice, or at the very least, some of the sensations you experienced. That takes 2 or 3 breaths. Give yourself that time and space. Your emotions don't have to be big ones or life-changing or life-altering emotions, but they are with us always and are part of our lived experience. Perhaps now we'd like to bring a little more awakening into our physical bodies. So if you'd like to maybe wiggle your toes and your fingertips, or your finger, what do you call them? The little digits, I guess they're just fingers. Maybe wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your finger digits. Yoga. You want to start bringing some rotations into your ankles and wrists and expanding that motion up your arms, up your legs. Taking any wake-up movements or stretches that are suitable to how you feel. Perhaps you want to extend your arms overhead, extend your legs out in front, and just stretch at the beginning of a day. And then roll over onto your favorite side, tucking those knees in. In this tucking position, we create a little bit of safety for that sacral chakra, the one that may be generating so much fuel for who we are and how we experience the world. Maybe by setting aside fear or looking fear directly in the eye through the focus of meditation, we can reopen that chakra and let our creativity flow. Let us receive and feel pleasure, be more in tune with how we feel. Using your arms to press yourself up into a seated position. Be careful with your neck, letting it be the last thing to rise. Let us send our hands in front of our hearts in a prayer position. Take a deep breath, opening your heart to the sky. Exhale to send those palms to your forehead. Inhale again to get tall here. Ignite through that spine. And exhale to bow to honor yourselves and each other for our practice. I offer you namaste in conclusion of the class, and ultimately just gratitude and thank you for participating, for being here with each other. Today we are I'm accepting donations to my personal account or directly to the website. So it's the Black Women's Health Imperative, and they're actually a fantastic organization that works specifically addressing health needs for Black women. And there's a fundraiser happening right now with a couple of colleagues of mine to raise funds for them. So thank you so much for anything you're able to donate. Thank you so much for joining today. I will stop talking so you can get on with your lovely lives. And yeah, I hope that I'll keep seeing you throughout our time together. Take care, everybody.